Right. Hey everyone, welcome to our bodyweight strength training class. So this is going to be a 45-minute class, and all you need for this is just some comfortable cross trainers, or you can work in bare feet and obviously comfortable breathable clothing, and you want some water nearby. So as we go through our class today, I'm going to ask you to monitor your physiology. I'm going to give you lots of options. I'm going to be moving a little bit slow today myself, but I'll give you lots of options to move and be a little bit more intense with your exercises as well. So we're going to start out with a nice easy warm-up. I'd like you to begin with wide feet here. And we're just going to place the hands on the hips and bend the right leg, and then straighten up, and then bend the left leg and straighten up. So our class today is really about focus and endurance and building a little bit of strength at a time, especially for our supportive muscle tissue. So we are going to do some large muscle group training, but our main focus is not just on things like the quads and the hamstrings, but all the muscles surrounding the knees, the hips, the ankles, shoulders, elbows, everything, all of our stabilizers and our core. So today we're going to do some static holding to work on our endurance and our focus, and we're also going to do a little bit of isometrics to really work on the strength of our muscles as well. One more time on each side, just like that. Good. Now hold here. And just reach for that left knee. Give it a little twist. If that's not comfortable, fingertips can come toward the floor. Brace your core. Now bring that hand back to the hip, stand, and then bend the left knee. Reach for the right knee. Good. And then bring it back to center and bend the left knee. Good. Reach. And stand. Last one here. Bend the right knee and reach. And stand. Now we're going to reach the arms up toward the sky. Hip palms together, a little baby back bend. Now stand tall, part the hands, tip forward halfway. Push into the outsides of the feet. Arms can hang down toward the floor if you need. And now we're going to stand up. Good. Palms together. Bring them down through prayer. Bring the heels and toes together. Shake the legs out. Let's come into a little walkout. Good. So nice and easy to start. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands come to the floor. We're going to walk out into table pose or plank pose on the knees. Then walk back into table pose, roll back onto the heels, reach up. So I know some of you guys probably feel maybe ready to do those walkouts with straight legs already, and that's all right, but what we want here with this movement is a little bit of ankle and knee flexibility too. So see if you can crouch right down toward the floor. Good, and we stand. 2 more just like that. You might want to have a mat handy if you're not on a cushioned surface, just for the sake of your knees. 1 more time like that. I'm going to come down and hold in table pose or in plank pose. Brace your core, shoulders down away from the ears. Now I want you to just lift one knee, put it back down, and then the other side. Good, so just straightening out the leg, keeping the toes on the floor. And here's where we really start to focus. If your upper body is bothering you, shift the weight into the knees and come down onto the elbows anytime. Remember, you can reduce the intensity of any movement that I'm doing here today by slowing it down or reducing the mobility. Good. 4 more just like that. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to shift back into child's pose, then forward into plank. Nice and easy, smooth movement, back and forward. And what we're looking for is mobility through our hips, through our shoulders, through our spine. Look to stretch out the muscles of the back and the shoulders as you come through this movement. And while you move through our class today, I'd like you to think about squeezing your belly button toward the spine and breathing deeply. Good, yeah. 2 more just like that. Last one. And now we're going to roll over and wake up the abdominal muscles a little bit, give our arms a bit of a break. So we're still in our warm-up phase. I want you to take it easy for a little while longer. We're going to go from the bottom up today. So raise those shins parallel with the floor. Press your lower back down into the floor. And I just want you to feel this right through that band of the lower belly. Suck your belly button toward the spine, and we're just holding here for a moment. Good. Breathe. Now, tap one heel on the floor and bring it back. Then the other side and bring it back. So I'd like you to really focus on rotating from the hip. Make sure you're not dropping the heel down toward the floor. That knee stays at 90 degrees and we rotate. And I'd like you to really focus on sucking that belly button down toward the spine and pushing the lower back down into the floor. Good. You got it, guys. Breathe. Now we're going to extend one leg straight out, one at a time. We're double timing, or you can slow it down and go with the timing we had with the last one. So bringing the legs right back to a 90-degree angle. This might feel a little bit easy for you, and that's okay because we're going to intensify later on. If it feels too hard, toes to the floor and just tap one leg out and then back in. Good. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Grab a quick little stretch, and now we're going to come into a reverse crunch. So reach the arms down along the sides of the body. Palms can face up or down. Knees come up. We inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Now, if you need a little bit less, just keep it a little lower and move a little faster and do a little hop with your hips. I'd like you to feel that here in the middle of the abdomen, right where that where the belly button is, that band right across. Breathe. Press the arms into the floor and keep the tension out of your neck and shoulders. Just a few more seconds here. Exhale when you press. Great job, guys. Last one here. Release and stretch out. Okay, a little bit of balance mobility. So now we're going to come into a dead bug. Shins parallel with the floor. Press your belly button toward the spine and the spine into the floor. Reach the arms straight up above toward the ceiling. If you'd like to intensify this movement later on, find a stability ball and place it between your hands and your knees. Now we're going to reach out opposite arm to leg and then bring it back to center. We're moving slowly. Other side, straighten out and bring it back to center. Now, if you feel like this is too hard, again, feet can come to the floor anytime. Good. And we're looking for that stability through the core. The core doesn't move at all. And movements like these are going to help us later on in being able to move better in the gym and in real life. Not only more smoothly, but also more safely. Give me 3 more just like that. Good. And 2. And last one. Good. Now let's come into a little bit of glutes. Bringing the soles of the feet to the floor. Right knee comes in toward the chest, and we're going to grasp it with the right hand and release that left arm to the side. Flex the right foot back toward you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, just come up on top. If this is too much for you, bring the right foot to the floor anytime. Now, this is a great way of doing a bridge pose and making sure that your lower back remains neutral, because you can't hyperextend the lower back and also hold on to the knee. Just stay here for a moment. Drive into your supporting heel. Feel the glutes start to wake up. Now we're going to do a little pulse on top for 12, 11, 10. You can do less if you want to. 8, 7. Relax your shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now switch sides. Place the right foot down. Left knee comes to the chest. You can lower to the floor to switch if you need to. Grasp that left knee. Relax the right arm at the side. And set your position. First we push into the heel. We lengthen the neck and relax the shoulders down and back. And now we're going to pulse. Ready? 12, 11, 10, 9. Remember, both feet can come to the floor anytime. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now both feet come to the floor. We're going to hold on top in that glute bridge. Brace your core. Now we're going to tap one heel out and bring it back in. Then the other side, out and back in. Just one side and then the other. Try not to move anything but the legs. So in this movement, you might notice your hips are dipping when the leg extends, and we want to stabilize through our core and not let anything move at all. Breathe. Keep it nice and strong. Good. 5, 4. Good. Suck the belly button toward the spine. Last 2 here. And last 1. Excellent. Okay, now let's roll over. And we're going to wake up those glutes a little bit more and then come into our bear crawl. So hands under shoulders and knees under hips now for a table pose. Good. Or bear crawl position. That will become in a moment. Shoulders down away from the ears. And we're just going to extend that right leg straight back behind us. I'm going to show you the easier version of this movement first. I just want you to make a big arc with your heel. Lift and tap to the outside of the left foot if you can. Then lift and tap to the right side. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Now we're going to call this number 1 if you're just jumping in. And we're going to do 12. Good. Breathe. And 3. Good. So we're moving pretty slowly here. And I want you to make really sure that you're always sucking the belly button toward the spine and not letting your lower back arch as you move. So your body controls the leg, not the other way around. Keep it nice and strong. Good. Breathe deep. Right on, guys. Just 2 more like that. And back. Last one here. Tap and tap. Good. Knee releases down, and we should feel those glutes starting to engage now. Now we're going to come to the other side. Shoulders down away from the ears. Straighten out that left leg. Just place that toe on the floor. Ready? Big arc. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Good. 3. Breathe. 4. And remember, that body isn't moving at all. We're bracing the core, keeping those shoulders down and back, away from the ears. Yeah, you're doing great, guys. I'm sure we're feeling the heat now, hopefully starting to warm up a little bit. Good. 11. Last one. Excellent. Now release down, sit back. Right on, guys. Okay. Bird dog now is where we're coming into. So similar to our dead bug, I'd like you to shift to the left leg, reach out opposite arm to leg. Hold here, just hold for a moment, suck the belly button toward the spine, push into your supporting arm. Now tick to the corners and bring it back. And 2. And back. If this is too much for you, hand and foot to the floor. We're looking for balance training and also to train our athletic complex. So the muscles in the back of the body, our posterior chain, are really the most responsible for our power moves. So our biggest amount of strength, our biggest force comes from those muscles, and we're working to stabilize them so they can work together a little bit better. Good. One more time. Good. Center, hands under shoulders, sit back, stretch out. And we'll come to the other side. Shoulders down and back, away from the ears. Opposite arm to leg. Reach out, suck your belly button toward the spine. Shoulders down as far as they'll go, away from the ears. Good, just hold for a moment. Push into your supporting hand and foot, and notice if you might need to bring the hand or foot to the floor. Ready? Let's go. Side and center. And side and center. And here's 3. Keep the shoulders down. And 4. Lift your thumb and your heel higher if you want more. 5. Keep those shoulders way down. We don't want tension headaches. 6. Suck that belly button toward the spine. You got it, guys. And 8. Can you lift your heel and your thumb higher? 9. Good. 10. 2 more. Keep it strong. Last one here. Excellent. Knees down. And let's sit back. Excellent, guys. Okay, we're almost done with our warm-up phase. So let's roll over one last time. And we're going to come into, let's come into upper abdominals and transverse abdominals. So our upper abs are way up in the top of our rib cage. And we're just going to sit nice and tall on the floor here. And then we're going to lean back. Now, I'd like you to just start right here with the hands on the knees and check your alignment. You might need to grasp the thighs to maintain this position, and that's okay, but don't let your chest and shoulders cave in or the head drop. I want you to use your abs as much as you can. Suck your belly button toward the spine. Now, if you're ready for more, open the arms, open the fingertips, and reach out alongside the knees, and then we're going to lift one leg, place it down on the other. Now, a lot of what we do in class, you're going to see in maybe Pilates, maybe also in physiotherapy, and also animal flow type exercises, because these things, like I said, are meant to help us move better and more naturally, okay? All right, ready? Both legs. Hold. Good. And bring it down, rest the back. Come on back, balance, shoulders down, arms out, lift and hold. This is your V set. Hold a little longer this time. Good. Feet to floor, release. Excellent. Last one here, sit tall, lean back. Reach out, extend the legs, and just hold. Right on. Now we're going to sit tall and come into a little Russian twist variation. So, lengthening through the crown of the head. I'm going to have you just bring your arms across the front of the body first and lean back. Remember, you can hold the thighs if you need to. And we're just going to turn to one side and recenter. Inhale, turn to the other side, and inhale. I want you to move really slow first. Exhale, push the air out. Inhale in the center, straighten up, exhale, and inhale. Let's double time. Twist and center, twist and center. So your option might be to straighten out the legs and sit up straight and tall. What I want you to feel is those muscles that cross the abdominal cavity. They're squeezing when you turn and relaxing when you center. If you want more, reach out with the arms. What I want you to make sure of here is that you're moving with the torso and not with the shoulders, okay? That does nothing. We want to twist from the center of the body. Good. 3 more just like that. 2. Last one. Excellent. And release. We're going to come into one more glute set before we get into the serious workout. Good. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to start picking it up pretty good, guys. So let's bring that right heel toward the sky. Again, bracing your core, sucking the belly button toward the spine. Push the heel up for 12, 11, 10. Like you want to push a button on the ceiling. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now straighten out that leg and pulse. 10, 11. Good. Breathe. Suck the belly button in. Good. 9, 10, 11, hold here. Next move, we're going to take to the side and center. 2, good. 3, yeah, 4, 5, 6, keep going, guys. 7, 8, 4 more. 3, 2, and now we're going to pull the knee into the shoulder. Ready? Into the shoulder and back. And 2, stabilize through the rest of the body. And 4. Make sure your heel never comes higher than the knee if you can help it. Good. 7 and 8. I hope we're starting to feel this now in the glutes, the glute max and med. 10. 2 more. 11. Now we're going to keep that knee tucked in. Line your heel, knee, and hip up. Squeeze the heel toward the glutes. Now pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push into your bottom knee. 9, 10, 11. Now full repetitions. Ready? Down and up. That's your fire hydrant. Down and up. Let's speed it up. Down. There's 3 and 4. Again, pushing into your supporting knee. Good. 6. I know we're feeling this now. When you bring that knee down, squeeze the thighs together. Good. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Excellent. Sit back into the heels and shift. Excellent. Now coming to the other side. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're lifting that left heel toward the sky. First, we're stabilizing. We're even across our 3 points of contact on the floor, and our core feels strong. Now think about that button on the ceiling. You want to push with your heel, and let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you can come down to elbows anytime. Good. 10, 11. Hold it here. Straighten out the leg. Woo, let's pulse again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you can take a break anytime you need one. Just remember to come back to the work if you can. 2 more. Hold it. Ooh. Now we're going to tick to the side and center. There's 2. Don't let your body wobble. And 3. Lift the heel higher if you can. 4. Suck that belly button in. 5. Good. Breathe deep, guys. 6. Halfway there. 7. Feel the strength in your upper body as you move. Allow those arm muscles to help. Good. 1 more time. Whew, excellent. All right, knee to shoulder. Kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're doing great, guys. Keep it up. 6. I know we're feeling this now. It doesn't look like much, but I know we're working hard. Here's 8. Breathe. 9. 10, 11, we're almost there. Hold it here, and now we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brace your core. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold it, full reps. Down slow and up slow to start to give yourself a little bit of a break. There's 3. And 4. You can speed it up with me if you want to. Halfway there. Here's 7. 8, almost done with the glute set, guys. 9, 10, 11, last one here. Knees down, sit back into the heels. Grab a quick stretch for those glutes. Excellent job, guys. Okay, we're going to come into one more ab set before we come to standing. So I'd like you to roll over onto your back, and we're going to target a little bit of everything. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Shins parallel with the floor. We're going to reach for the ankles. Let's come on up. Crunch and inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And again, we're going to start every movement slowly so we can make sure, first of all, we're not hurting ourselves, and then that the proper muscles are engaging and we have perfect form. Squeeze your belly button toward the spine as you exhale and rise. Inhale down. Exhale. Good. You can stick with this movement. You can support the head with the hands if you need a little bit of support there. And if you want more, you can reach for the ankles and pulse. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale down. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale down. Last one here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're coming to our next exercise. You have the option to lay all the way down on the floor, or you can come with me up onto the elbows. And we're going to do a little arc with the legs. Lift the chest, shoulders down and back. Knees can be bent or legs extended. And we're just going to tap, lift, tap, lift, tap. So remember, your option is to lay all the way down on the floor and just tick those legs to one side and then the other. I'd like you to reach the arms wide if you're laying down. Remember to brace your core. The lower back won't be down on the floor, but I do want you to suck the belly button toward the spine. Keep the shoulders wide If you're on the elbows especially, make sure that you're not allowing the chest to cave in. Keep the neck long. Good. Oh, I know we're feeling it, guys. Keep it strong. Just a few more like that. Reduce intensity if you're finding it too challenging. Breathe. Right on, guys. Woo. Last two here. Last one. Awesome. Now let's roll over. Grab a stretch wherever you need one, and we're going to come up to standing. Let's take a drink of water while we make our transition. Just small sips. We don't need big gulps. And I'm going to take you guys into a lunge series. So we're going to start with a single leg lunge and then a 2-point lunge. We're going to advance to a 3 and then a 5-point lunge. So this is great if you're a runner or a dancer or anything else, really. We're going to start just in our set position. And I'd like you to step one leg back, hands are on your hips. We're going to push our back knee forward, lift the back heel up off the floor, and sink down all the way to the floor. Just rest right down. Inhale here, exhale, push into the heel and come on back up. You should feel your glutes engage, not so much your hip flexor and quadriceps. Let's try that again. Inhale as far down as you can. You don't have to touch the floor. Exhale, push into the heel. Come on up. Now we're going to do that one more time. Inhale down, push the back knee forward. Check your front knee is over your front ankle. And then we'll exhale and push back up. Now we're going to do an isometric pulse in the bottom half. So come down halfway, and we're going to pulse for 3, 2, 1, and stand. Let's do it again. Come down, 3, 2, 1, and stand. One more time, 3, 2, 1, and stand. That might be the lunge that you stick with. Otherwise, you can come with me and do our 2-point lunge forward and back. Same side, bend the back knee, sink down, inhale. Exhale, push off the back foot and step forward, landing down onto your front heel. Push your back knee forward. And then we're going to push off that front heel, let the legs swing back, sink down. That's 1. We're going to do 3, 2, and back. One more time. Remember, just single leg lunge is fine too. Rocking back and forth across that front foot. That's our last one. Good. Now we're going to stand tall, shake it out, and come to the other side. The right leg comes back, or just switch legs if you were on the other side. And we're bending the back knee, lifting the back heel up off the floor, coming all the way down or as close as you can get. Inhale at the bottom, exhale and lift. Don't put your hands on the thigh. Anywhere else is fine. Inhale down, exhale and push up. One more time. Inhale down, push that back knee forward. Make sure your front knee never comes ahead of the ankle. And our last one here. Now we're going to iso pulse. Come down halfway for 3, 2, 1, and lift. Good. And now 3, 2, 1, and lift. Good. 2 more just like that. 3, 2, 1, and lift. And 3, 2, 1, and lift. And now we're going to come into our stepping lunge if that's comfortable for you. So staying low, push through the back foot, step forward, roll across that front foot, and then we push through the front heel to come back. That's 1. And 2, and back. 1 more, just 3, and back. Excellent. Now shake it out. So that's 2 points. I think we might only have time for 3-point lunge today, which is fine, believe me. So we're standing nice and tall and finding the soles of our feet. Let's widen the feet, 1 heel and 1 toe wider. And if you're able to, 1 heel and toe wider than that. I'd like your toes to be pointed forward or slightly out to the side. Hands to the hips. Start our face for our side lunge. Right knee bends. Drive into the heel to stand. Other side. Left knee bends. Drive into the heel to stand. Now, we started this movement in our warm-up as a stretch for the insides of our thighs. And now we're going to turn it into a strength training pose. Good. So hands are anywhere except on the thighs. That's going to bring the strength into our upper body rather than our lower body. So we want to keep it nice and solid, nice and low. Now we're spending a little bit more time with this lunge because there's less stability when we have lateral motion, and that's what we want to fix. So now let's come into our iso. Come down to your bottommost point, and we're just going to pulse. Ready? For this time, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push into the heel and stand. Now the other side. Arms are wherever you want them to be except on that thigh. Pulse. 7, 6. Check your knee is over the ankle. 3, 2, and stand. Good. Other side. Sink. 7, 6, 5, 4, drive into your heel, 2, and up. Other side, come on down. This is number 2 for each side. Let's pulse. 7, push into the heel, brace your core. The weight is in that back of the body, never in the toe. 2 more, and stand. 1 more time on each side. Sink down, pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stand. And 1 more time on this side. Bend the knee, sink down, hold here first. Find your stability. Now pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you can stay with that lunge. You can come to one of the ones we've already done, or you can come with me and combine all 3. So we're standing nice and tall. Good. And we're going to start by lunging back with the right leg. Shoulders down, and then push up, lunge forward, land in the heels, sink low. Good. Now come to the center, tap or lift the knee. We're going to lunge out to the side. I want you to land soft and sink into the heel. Now come back to center, tap the toe or lift the knee, and we're going to lunge back. Good, sink down. Now come to center, tap the toe or lift the knee, lunge forward. This is our second rep. Good. Push into the heel, lift up, lift the knee, out to the side, if it's comfortable for you. Now we're going to speed things up. Ready? Inhale at the bottom, exhale, push and lift. Now straight back, lunge back, sink. Now exhale, push and lift, now forward. This is number 3, we're doing 6. Push, lift, good, out to the side. Sink, push, lift, and straight back. Front knee bends here. Good, push and lift. And we step forward, dig in. Push and lift. Good, and to the side. Push and lift. And sink back. We have 2 more repetitions. So I want you to really focus on your balance. Bring it forward. Sink into the heel. Keep that weight distributed properly. Push and lift. To the side, right knee bends, and we sink down into the heel. Push and lift. Lunge back. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, push and lift. Forward. Sink right down, back knee bends. Lift. Now out to the side. Remember, always modification of your choice. And we come back to center and release the leg. Whew, great job, guys. That takes a lot of focus. It's going to be great for strengthening your knees and your hips and your ankles and having you be more agile and better balanced. So now let's come to the other side. Same modification we just did, whatever that is. We're going to lunge back with that left leg. Sink down, back knee forward. Slow to begin. So lifting the knee and step forward. Sink right down. Now push through the heel. Lift the knee out to the side. Left knee bends, right leg is straight. Push into the left heel, lift up. Ooh, here's rep number 2, straight back. Bend the back knee, heel is lifted. Lift up, now forward. Good, push through the heel, lift the knee, and now out to the side. That's 2, lift the knee. Good, straight back behind you. Now lift, I want you to feel those glutes working on that supporting leg. Bring it forward. Good, push and lift. Out to the side. Good, and remember, you can tap that toe in instead. Straight back. Good, brace your core, lift the knee, and step, land soft on your front heel. Bring it back up, lift, now out to the side. Good, 2 more just like that. Back to center, tap the toe or lift the knee. Straight back, sink. Good, lift, straight forward. Check that alignment, back heel lifts, back knee bends. Straighten up, knee rises if you can, and to the side. 1 more time, straight back, bend the back knee, dig in, good. Lift, bring it forward, land soft through that front heel. Push through the heel, use the glutes, lift up, out to the side. Whew, and we come back to center. Shake it off, great job. So we've only got a few minutes left of class before our stretch. We're gonna ramp it up a little bit with some walkouts. So come to the back of your mat if you have one rolled out, and we're just gonna find the soles of our feet. Let's breathe in and reach up, fold forward, walk out into plank pose. Brace your core, and we're going to do some variations here. So I'd like you to suck your belly button toward the spine, and now we're going to tap 1 foot out and bring it back to center and do the same thing on the other side. If you want to just hold here in plank, you can. Your knees can come to the floor anytime. You can still do that tap if you want to. We're breathing deeply. Just a few here, and I want you to really tune in to the endurance and strength of your core and your shoulders. Never let your hips drop toward the floor or your head. Good. Breathe deeply into that belly and rib cage. 3 more, just like that. Last 2. And last one. Knees down. Sit back. And we're going to come into some push-up variations. So I'd like us to begin with just a standard push-up. And we're all going to be on the knees. You can wrap the ankles if you want to make this a little bit more comfortable for you. And you can be back in table pose with hands on your shoulders and knees on your hips, or shifting forward into plank. And we're going to come into a standard push-up. Hands lined up with shoulders. I'd like you to push the elbows out, and then exhale, push away. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Move slowly. Good. Keep moving, guys. Breathe deeply. Those are your cheerleaders there. They're saying you're doing an awesome job. They're just a little too enthusiastic tonight. Where are my dog people in the audience? Good. Give me 3 more just like that. Breathing deeply. Last one here. Sit back and stretch. Now we're going to come into a single arm push-up variation. So again, you can be in table pose with knees under hips, or you can shift forward and reach one arm out to the side. Now the fingertips are still on the floor, and we're going to bend the right elbow and bring the chest toward the floor, and then push away. I want you to do 8 super slow reps at your own pace. That's number 2. Here's number 3. Exhale on the exertion. Breathing deeply, guys. Good, nice deep breaths. Keep it nice and strong. Good. Relax into that exertion, guys, and push. Nice deep breaths. Good. We should have 3 more and 2 more. And last one here. And sit back into the heels. The dogs might end up joining us. They're a little restless tonight. And we're going to come forward once again and come along to the other side. Reach out with that other arm. And we're going to bend the elbow. 8. Brace your core. 7. Good. And 6. Keeping it nice and strong. And 5. Good. Breathe. And 4. Good. And 3. Yes. And 2. And last one. And let's roll over now, and we're going to come back into one last crunch set with our oblique pulse. So coming down onto the back, relaxing the arms at the sides, and we're going to bend the knees to one side. Keep the knees and ankles together. I'd like you to reach for the ankle with the arm on the top side. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to exhale and squeeze up. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale down. That's number 4 and 5. We're going for 8 before we switch up our focus here. 6. Good. 2 more just like that. There's 7. Great. And last one. We're going to finish here with a little pulse through the obliques. So you can come back to center, or you can just tip the knees to the side and come with me for that pulse. So coming up for 1, 2, squeeze your knees into the chest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep those shoulders down. 11. Last one. Release down and stretch it out. And we're going to come along to the other side now. Shoulders down. Shins parallel with the floor. And we're going to tip to the other side. Nice and slow to start. Crunch up. Exhale when you come up. Inhale down. You might be here, supporting the head and squeezing the elbow toward the knees. Your knees might be centered, and that's fine too. And 6. Good. And 7. Breathe. And 8. And now if you'd like, you can come with me for the pulse. Push up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Keep it strong, guys. Take a break if you need one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release down, stretch it out. I wanted us to do a little bear crawl today, so we're going to do that before we finish up. This is one of my favorite movement series because it really helps us to align everything and stabilize where we need it. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Curl your toes under. Spread the fingers wide and find your stability, or you can come into a fist anytime. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale and lift the knees just an inch off the floor. Suck your belly button in, so don't let your belly push out. Don't drop the head. Now we're just going to pulse. 1, 2. We're going for 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Knees down. Sit back. Now that should have been a lot harder than you thought it would be, considering how much we were moving right there. We're going to do it one more time. Again, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, lift the knees up just an inch. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep it strong. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last one. Knees down. Now your option there is just to raise and lower the knees, and that's all. Next option to intensify our probably last movement of the day. We're going to start in bear crawl again, and you can have knees down or lifted just an inch, and we're just going to take a little step forward, 1 palm's distance, and then bring it back to set. Then do it on the other side, 1 palm's distance and back to set. Just a little crawl, and we're not crawling forward, we're coming forward and back, moving opposite arm to knee, just 1 palm's distance at a time. And what I'd like you to make sure of here is that your core stays nice and strong and that your knee is always centered directly underneath your hip. So we're never coming out into a plank pose here. We're just maintaining that bear crawl position. Yeah, and we're going to be strengthening a lot of our stabilizers and our core a lot better. 4 more. Keep it slow. Good. 2. One more time. Knees down. Relax back into the heels. And breathe deeply. Oh my goodness. Great job, guys. We have 6 minutes left, so I think we'll come into just a little side plank, just for fun, before we finish up. So, your option here, I'm going to show you the option first. Lay all the way down on the floor and relax your head down onto your arm. Knees and hips are bent at 90 degrees. The neck is long and the shoulders are down. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, squeeze your belly button toward the spine, and then lift the right side body up off the floor. Good, now just hold here. I want you to really squeeze and feel those little muscles working with your neck and shoulders relaxed. Inhale, release down. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, squeeze those obliques, suck your belly button toward the spine, and release down. Great job. You can continue with that movement if that's where you're at today, or you can come with me onto the elbow or onto the hand, and we're going to come on up here, reaching those fingertips toward the sky. Remember, your bottom knee can be on the floor, your elbow can be down, and now you can stay here if you want to, or come with me and take that top foot, lift and tap behind. Lift and tap behind. So back to front, sorry. Shoulders are wide. And we're lifting as high as we can in that arc. And I want you to really feel those obliques and the whole side body working to help you maintain this position. We're only going to do 2 more. Forward and back. Last one, forward and back. Good. Now release into plank and come along to the other side. So preferably the same level of intensity. We're all going to lay down on the floor first for that oblique movement to begin, just to figure out what we're working. So knees and hips are bent, and take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the obliques. Good, hold. Just feel them lift, and inhale down. And we're going to do it again. Exhale, squeeze. Lift them up. Relax your shoulders, and release. And now we'll come up into the modification of your choice, whatever that looks like today. Good, and we're breathing deeply. You might just want to hold here in side plank, and that's really fine. So whatever it is that you need, check your bottom shoulder feels safe, and your elbow is lined up under the shoulder. Now when you're ready, we're going to tap forward, and back, and 5. Good, and back, and 4. Whew. And 3. Good, keep smiling if you can. Last 2, and then we're done. We're into our stretch. Last one right here. Good. Now release, sit down into the knees and then into the heels, and stretch whatever needs it. Breathe deeply. Wow, great job today, guys. I think we really earned our stretch. So now we're going to come up onto the knees and begin with that hip flexor, stepping one leg forward. Tip your hips, tuck the tailbone, brace your core. You can straighten out the back leg if you'd like. Good, shoulders relax down, neck is nice and long. Excellent, and when you get a chance, I just want you to give yourself a pat on the back for that workout today. I know you guys all worked hard. It's not always easy, especially on rainy days, but I think we did a great job. So let me know if you had any questions about anything we did, especially if there was anything that hurt funny or you're not sure you were doing right. Please do let us know. Now when you're ready, the back knee comes down. Now we're going to reach that back arm back behind us, and the arm on the front leg side presses into the inside of the knee as long as that's comfortable for you. So we're looking to deepen the stretch through the thighs. Breathe into the fingertips. Lengthen toward those side walls. Good. And now we'll bring both hands down to either side of the front foot and step forward into forward fold. Relax down. And then to the other side, step that leg back. And we'll bring the elbows to the front thigh, tucking the tailbone. Noticing how we feel through that hip flexor and thigh. And when you're ready, if you'd like, you can lift the back knee up off the floor. Check that your shoulders don't hike up toward the ears. We want to keep them pressed right down. And we're breathing deeply. Relax your hips down toward the floor. Good. Yeah, really good. Now we'll bring that back knee back down to the floor and reach out with the arm on the back leg side, relaxing your hips down. Good. Breathe. Excellent. Now we'll bring both hands to either side of the front foot and step forward into forward fold. Relax down for just a moment. Let your hamstrings stretch out and breathe deeply. Good. Just let the body hang. And then we'll bend the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders down and back. Reach the arms out to the sides and overhead. Little baby back bend. And we'll release down. Let's step those feet a little bit wider than hip width, just for a little upper body stretch. And we'll reach the arms out to the sides and overhead. Grasp the right wrist with the left hand and drop the left shoulder down toward the hip. I'd like you to suck the belly button toward the spine and find the strength for your core. Good. Feel that here in your shoulder and side body. And now we'll come on up, switch sides and bend. Open up toward the sky. Lengthen the neck and breathe deeply. Good. And smile because we made it. You guys did a great job tonight. Now let's come on up, breathe in, exhale, release the hands back behind you. You can grasp the wrists or forearms or clasp the hands together and press the knuckles down toward the floor. You can tip the head to one side and then the other. Keep the knees nice and soft here. And we have the feet a little bit wider because that's going to be safer for our lower body and offer us a little bit more stability. And now we'll release the arms, reach in front, baby back bend in the upper back. And release, step in. Inhale, reach up, nice deep breath. Exhale, release the arms and give yourselves a hand. Great job tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll be able to make it next time.